Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Data Dispatch, and congratulations to making it through the first trading week of 2025. We had some uncertainty, but actually a decent amount of buying pressure and confidence kind of resuming in the market and going along with some of the expectations that some of the big analysts are saying. And they're predicting bullishness to still continue, this rally to still continue, especially with this AI boom throughout at least the first half of 2025. That is what a lot of the market is kind of predicting right now. We see the broader indexes that come up. AI stocks doing well, Palantir up another 6%, now teetering around that $80 mark. A lot of the puts probably got destroyed today, people anticipating Palantir to still continue to have a pullback. A lot of people are, but we see bullishness coming in. We're going to be talking about earnings coming up, of course, of Palantir. That is going to be coming up sooner than we expect. And also some important events that we have regarding AI stocks in Nvidia that can have a good kind of outlook in terms of guidance on some of the markets. Now, of course, not a financial advisor, collecting all the data and dispatching it to you. We're getting close to 22,000 subscribers. Help me hit that goal, hit that like button, and let's get into the video. Now, Palantir Technologies up 6.25% today, doing very well. You see 79.89. Teetering right about that $80 mark. A lot of the puts probably got destroyed today, I'll tell you that. But sitting at this $80 level of resistance, we'll see what continues on into next week here as we go into the weekend. But some bullishness that kind of occurred across all the other AI stocks. Nvidia doing a great job to help accelerate this, in my opinion. Not a ton of news individually for Palantir. But talking about the stock, while we have it up on the screen here, analysts kind of revealing some of their top AI picks. And we know that Palantir had an astronomical, very good a year in the NASDAQ 100 and the S&P. Palantir up nearly 340%, Nvidia 171%. Now, Wedbush, Dan Ives, that we know, pretty famous from Wedbush, still expecting tech stocks here to rise about 25% in 2025. Some of the uncertainties that do lie among us are basically the risk from the Federal Reserve and the interest rate policy. Remember, they were going to be in the anticipation, the pricing in was about 4 interest rates cuts, and now they're thinking about 2 throughout the year. And you also have the newest change in administration with the tariffs proposals. Those are probably the two main things that are going to keep uncertainty kind of lingering around in the market. And talking about these valuations, we do know that they're high among a lot of the stocks, Palantir included. However, Wedbush is still predicting that these top AI stocks, you got Palantir that's included there, are going to continue to shine into 2025. And Nvidia is going to be having an important conference here and making some important remarks here in just the near future. Now, Palantir is expected, not fully announced yet officially, but to have earnings about February 5th here, post-market. That's what the just expectation is right now. Let you know when we see official confirmation, but that's only a month away. We're expecting earnings per share about 11 cents. Earnings per share revisions at 12 have been bullish in the last 90 days and 0 in the bearish. We'll see what happens if they continue to smash earnings. We talked about the SARs in the previous few videos. Some people, there's some kind of contra-indicating comments there, talking about how this is kind of already priced in. Analysts are expecting this. Some are saying no, they aren't. So I guess we'll see what happens in due time. I don't fully know. Personally, regarding the SARs, are those being fully gauged by analysts? Are those being, all those, are they already executed previously? Or are those still yet to come in terms of the amount of revenue that could take away from Palantir? So we'll see what happens with that in due time. Looking at the market here, though, and the rallying that we're seeing, this is the first gain that we've had since Christmas. And this is why I kind of mentioned before here, the S&P coming up 1.3%. This is doing a great job restoring some confidence back in the market, especially with Nvidia here really popping up. This was the strongest force lifting the market because of the weight that it has on the market, coming up about 4.5%. We're also seeing that other companies within the AI realm doing very well. Super Microcomputer, for example, jumped 10.9%. You see Palantir here mentioned again, climbing 6.3%, in that they say while the easy gains of AI may be behind us, they think that the rally is far from over, insinuating that we're going to still see a lot of bullishness into 2025. That's what some of these big analysts are saying right here in terms of their expectations for the market. We're also seeing Tesla having a great rebound here from its 6.1% decline. Tesla coming up 8.2% today. Rivian up 25% basically after saying it delivered more than 14,000 vehicles during the last quarter. So what is the big kind of expectation for Nvidia in terms of their guidance into 2025, how this is going to affect the rest of the market? Well, analysts, they kind of reset Nvidia stock forecasts here ahead of this major conference, and this is during the CES keynote. Now, the CES keynote here has continued to grow and is set to run from January 7th to January 10th, CES 2025. This is where a lot of brands get a lot of business done, meeting new partners, and where industries shape sharpest minds here, they say take the stage to unveil their latest and boldest breakthroughs. CEO right here of Nvidia is set to give the opening keynote address at CES in Vegas. So what is analysts and what are they expecting in terms of this keynote right here? They're going to be addressing a major consumer electronics show, and they expect Nvidia to raise their sales expectations for its Blackwell GPU. The Blackwell GPU, we've seen a lot of information regarding that, but we've seen the CEO come out and say that there's unprecedented demand for the new Blackwell chip, and this is a huge, huge bullish indicator in terms of companies that want to get involved with AI and continuing to expand AI into their business. Everybody is trying to get this new buzzword incorporated within their company to try to basically hop on the new trend, bring efficiency, work on productivity while reducing waste. So this event, personally, and I would agree with this article right here, is seen as a big potential catalyst for Nvidia, even after the company's already jumped up over 170%. This is the beginning of the new year's, ladies and gentlemen. If Nvidia here comes out with great guidance in terms of expectations for what they are seeing in 2025 and raising their sales expectations, if this actually comes to fruition, that's where I could continue to see bullishness coming in the actual stock itself. Where Nvidia sits right now is at about 144. Now, we've seen some price targets that come in at 160, 170, 180. Nvidia has to get past this $150 level of resistance that you can see right here before I think it goes into this newish type of price discovery mode. That is where we could see more bullishness coming in and getting into a new FOMO type of atmosphere. So Nvidia, they wrapped up a stellar 2024. You got CES coming. Palantir doing very well today. We'll see what happens starting on Monday. What are your expectations with CES? Do you think this is going to have a big impact, not only for Nvidia, but for the market in general, and of course for Palantir? Peace out, take care, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.